Yes people, what is happening? I am BA, back once again with another movie reaction. This week I have decided to react to Sisu. It's getting a lot of acclamation just now, very highly rated on Rotten Tomatoes. I love action movies anyway, but my friend was like, yo, you will love this movie, make sure you watch it. I said to my friend, I've got John Wick 4 to react to. He was like, no, you're doing this one even before that. So that's what I'm doing. What do I know about this film? I watched the trailer because things I'm not convinced on or haven't heard of, I will check out a trailer to see if it's worth my time to check out the full feature. So I checked out the trailer. From what I can gather from it, it's about a guy who's lost his family in the war. He's prospecting for gold, strikes rich, has to travel across the active war to deposit the gold into a bank, and along his way gets to kill Nazis. I believe that is the general plot summary of the film. I may be completely wrong, but yeah, that is all I know about it. I've seen the trailer, I haven't seen anything else. But yeah, I can't wait to watch it, so without further ado, let's roll. This is Sisu from this year. Let's check it out and see what it's saying to it. Shows how popular this film must have been at festivals as well, because I do not believe Lionsgate, bankrolled this and were planning to be the producers or distributors of this film. I think it built up such a reputation on the festival scene, a bunch of companies were quick to jump in, throw money at it and help it with its international marketing campaign. I think that's how it went, correct me if I'm wrong. That is a beautiful word, and every single language should have a word for that in it.
The Second World War is coming to an end.
Well, I'm no arrow expert, but Germany looks pretty fucked.
The Nazis adopt a scorched earth tactic and destroy all roads and towns.
I know a little bit about the wars. I'm not like an absolute student of them. I don't know if the Nazis did that for real or did not, but if they did, wow. That's almost just incredibly petty. Panning for gold must take so long to get anything of any significance. I would much rather take a pickaxe to a mine than just a fucking bowl in a river. Even that little bit that tells him that there is more nearby, surely. I wonder if that dog could determine between a scream of joy or a scream of fury. I love the way this is filmed so far as well. Everything's framed so nicely. Is he now digging in different locations to try and find the source of that speck that was in the river? That would make sense. He has dug a lot of holes. Does he actually have a house, or is he just living in this tent as like a sort of hobo? You never really get the perspective of what it's like in the rural countryside when there's a war going on. This is a perfect pictation of what it would be like, just chilling with your horse and dog, then all of a sudden 100 fighter jets go over your head. Still, he has chose a pretty amazing location. Finland is not known for its, very hot weather though, so I don't think that site will be too good for him come winter. That sounded like he hit something there. Oh shit. There it is. He's either struck gold or found the mummified remains of Michael Jackson. It's still hard to tell. That's the reaction you would have if you'd struck gold, but also if you were a big MJ fan and had just found the King of Pop's body. You know what I mean? I don't know if this guy is out here looking for gold or if he's out here because he's a rural type of guy. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know if this is the life he wants to live or if he's purposely sent himself into the sticks just to find gold. Damn. So he's been involved in some sort of fighting in the past because he is fucking tore up. What a shot. The cinematography in this is beautiful. That was an absolutely crazy jump cut there. Oh, here we go. Tank against horse. Traditionally, the horse has not done well in this scenario. Then we've never seen it under proper testing conditions. The guy at Tiananmen Square should have been given a horse just so we could find out. I love how they pictated them first two Nazis just faceless soldiers, masked up so there's no personality to them. True henchmen. I'd never thought I'd be able to define an entire group as a bunch of dicks just by their facial expressions alone, but those dudes on that truck, bunch of dicks. What assholes, just keeping the women as prisoners. I'm assuming this guy is the leader of the dick group. Not a title you want on your resume.
He's riding to his death anyway.
Oh, they just let him go. What a humanitarian. Don't fucking kill and butcher him, someone else will do it for us. It's nothing worse than being a lazy psychopath. It's the sort of thing you can't even imagine, especially in the Western world, but this will have happened to probably thousands of people in human history, have walked or rode past humans just being hung from trees or lampposts and shit. It's the most callous shit you can do. This happens in the post-apocalyptic genre a lot as well, and it was in things like Game of Thrones where, to show their power, they'll crucify or hang people in a display leading to them. And it's like, I don't think that would quite work, in fact, as they dictate in fiction, because if I saw all that shit, I would get a group of people and be like, look, these people are hanging people alive, let's go and kill them all. It wouldn't scare us away. It would make us want to fuck you up.
Where you think you're going, old man? There's nothing down there.
This is the second Dick Squad team leader.
You got gold in those bags?
This guy is way smarter than the first group who never even noticed any of this shit.
We're rich, boys.
They better not kill his dog. Okay, he better kill all these motherfuckers.
Get down on your knees, Grandpa!
Do not let these people take your gold, mate.
Shoot the fucker! Fuck him up!
I've got a feeling he's gonna snap into kill mode in a second.
We got gold! Thank you, old fucker!
Oh shit! Well, you ain't got any gold now, knife face. This first squad's starting to think that is quite a lot of gunfire for one guy. Oh, damn. That was some tactical rib stabbing there. Oh shit. Well, considering they were 5 armed Nazis, he fucking hot knife through buttered these guys pretty efficiently. So I can only assume he also used to be a soldier, and this isn't just a skill set you acquire from prospecting gold. If it is, throw me down the bottom of a fucking mine. I think he might be regretting letting him pass them without interrogating him now. When you watch this, it looks such high quality, but when you think about it, they've done very smart things to stretch the budget. A lot of this is filmed in open fields, very easy to shoot for low money. There's a couple vehicle props which are expensive and the costume props, but other than that, it's just actors, a couple props and a field. Really easy to stretch your budget in that environment. But it also doesn't feel like they have a low budget because it makes perfect sense in the story. He's in a rural place, the Nazis are travelling across multiple countries, he bumps into a small squadron of them. Everything makes sense story-wise, so it's not pulling me out of it that so far it's just been like dudes in a field. But it's probably the most violent act I've seen committed in a field, to be honest. Up until this point, it was just people, you know, frolicking, skipping with a daisy in their hand and shit. How is he going to be able to avoid the tank artillery, though? These effects are all seamless, by the way. Those explosions looked so real. I'm assuming they wouldn't have done it that close to a stuntman on a horse, so it must have been some sort of digital trickery, but it looked legit. I like the way they're doing this Nazi leader so far, because usually Nazi leaders are either very vocal and intelligent or very jock-like. And the other Nazis we've seen speak so far are in the jock-like category. They're just a bunch of giggling douchebags that think all the atrocities they're committing is funny. Whereas this guy, he's neither of those two archetypes. He's like a weird, callous, observant dude who can still take pleasure out of seeing horses explode. Rest in peace to his horse. I think the horse saved his life though. And it's my fault. I said you better not kill the dog, but I didn't extend that courtesy to the horse. I should have. This is my fault. Now that I think about it, we haven't seen the dog in a little while. Where did it go when he told it to run away? Hopefully it's not out of the movie. Hopefully it's somewhere nearby, keeping watch on his dad. Oh shit, and it exploded his gold all over the place. Fuck this minefield. Even the mines are trying to take his gold. You know what else I've just noticed about him? Usually these guys are very, very well dressed, smartly dressed, like a Nazi officer, and this guy looks absolutely dishevelled, like he's just been through 3 months of shit and hasn't been able to get fresh clothes or shower or nothing. But it makes it look like he has been in an active war because of that, and not just behind a desk, out there shooting people. I know rock beats scissors, but I don't know if it beats Nazi. Wow. That was clever as fuck. I thought he was going to try and hit them with a rock. He perfectly hit a mine with it, creating a smoke screen. That is genius. There was me hating on panning before. Just saved his life. I'd have been dead because I'd have been like, nah, we don't need to pan. You need to fucking pan. That worked like a charm. They cannot see shit. Sending a single soldier into a clouded minefield does not seem like a smart idea. Especially if you get one thrown at your face, headshotted with a mine. Over the last few years, movies have just took mine use to a new level with The End of Nobody, where he has the claymore, and this movie. Who'd have thought mines would be getting used as offensive close quarter weaponry? He's just sending more. Surely this will end the same way. There's one. And there's two. You really like this hike I'm going to take you on today. It's going to blow your socks off.
You. And you.
This kind of reminds me of Mad Max Fury Road, except the women aren't in a safe truck being saved. They're in the enemy truck being stolen still. I don't think the character's actual name is Sisu that we're following, and I don't know his name, so for just now I'll call him the Prospector. I hope the Prospector saves these women before the end of the film. Is that a dog tag? Now the question is, what level of military was he? Was he just a grunt, a mercenary? Was he a sniper? Was he a specialist? Was he in like a tactical response unit of the military, you know, like SEAL team or SAS? So far, he seems pretty skilled.
General, he has given us orders. Turn back and head to Norway from Finland immediately.
Is that after he's just read the dog tag number to the general? He must be fucking badass.
The dog tags belong to a man named Artemi Korpi. He was a Finnish commando. The most feared in his unit.
Okay, so yeah, this guy is basically Rambo.
One mean motherfucker that you do not want to mess with.
When high-ranking Nazi generals are giving that description of you, it's quite a compliment. Even though, you know, Nazis are evil, understandable, you know, no one likes a Nazi. But when a Nazi general is calling you one bad motherfucker that you don't want to mess with, it's not uncomplimentary, is all I'm saying.
To the wilderness to hunt Russian patrols. he became a one-man death squad.
This guy is actually the stuff of legends. This German commando doesn't seem convinced yet, but I've got a feeling by the end of the film he will know he was wrong to laugh at that information.
They call him Koshai, the Immortal.
Now, I was 100% expecting his nickname to be Sisu, but no, Koshai, meaning immortal. That's an even more badass nickname than the definition of Sisu, really. If you're talking war, when the objective is to kill the other dude, and the other dude's called the Immortal, it's probably not looking good for you. I've heard of engines overheating, but fucking hell. Was that ash or dirt he just put in his wound to seal it there? I guess when you've nothing else, the shit would work. Hey! And the dog is still alive. All things are right in the universe. It's like it's still obeying its last instruction. His last instruction was to like stay away from him, so it's just keeping a distance where it can be near him, but nowhere close to him. Very well trained dog. Oh no, these also look like very well trained dogs. And they don't look like a sheep, like the Prospector's dog. It's the most dog-sheep looking dog I've ever seen. Your dog is a sheep. Oh, you've got a lot of gold? Yeah. Most deadly commando in the Finnish military? Yeah. Your dog's a sheep, mate. They're gonna stop and search this vehicle, and if they don't detect him, the dogs definitely will. That's a smart move, because the dogs will be walking alongside that truck anyway. Not sure if his plan is to make the vehicle run out of fuel or if he's going to blow them up. Even if he doesn't blow it up, it's going to run out of fuel when it tries to follow him again. Ah, fuck. Shot in the calf. That's going to basically disable his ability to run the rest of this film. Did he just set himself on fire to stop the attack dogs? That is fucking genius. This guy has had multiple genius ideas. A lot of times in action films, in these like perilous situations, they'll get out of them with like a cheesy set piece. And I love the fact that he's not been getting out of them with cheesy set pieces. He's been getting out of them with crafty, clever ideas. Thank God this sniper isn't the best. He did hit him with the first shot, but he should have caught that headshot. If he was your teammate on Call of Duty, you'd be screaming down your microphone at him right now. Oh, this guy is so dead. What a terrible decision to go in after him. Fuck me! Is he using the oxygen? Oh my god! There is so many clever little ideas in this movie so far. He's like fucking Jaws. I don't think the second guy's gonna do any fucking better, mate. Literally, there is fucking sharks in this river. Staying the fuck away from this dude right now. Don't even need to see it, I can just imagine him underwater fucking vampiring another dude's oxygen straight out of his lung sac.
1 more meter and I'll have you shot!
Can't blame the guy in the boat for wanting to get the fuck out of there. Well shit, he made that headshot. Was the Prospector hiding on the underside of that boat by any chance? Is he now at the other side of the river? Yes, he is. Oh no. Holy shit. That body got tore to pieces on his back.
Come on here.
If I have to watch another action movie where the dog gets killed to make us care more, I am gonna kick the fuck off. Nothing better happened to that dog. I want this dog to have Independence Day levels of disaster avoidance. Absolutely amazing cinematography again. Whoever directed this is doing an incredible job. Take it this town's just been completely bombed. This is what they were foreshadowing earlier, saying Germany were using the scorched earth tactic. Is this where he's setting up camp for the night? Interesting choice. What a horrible set of sound effects to hear in your head before you go to sleep for the night. They're baiting him with his dog. At least they didn't kill it, but this is equally as fucked up. He's got a fucking bit of... No! As if they strapped a hand grenade to its side. What a shitty place to get hung. Not even a fresh petrol station. An old rusty one. Fuel pumps don't even work. Can't even burn your body. Now, I do ask this a lot, and there's always a way, but how in the fuck is he gonna get out of this? They have left the pickaxe on his back. Is he gonna just pickaxe the rope? He is using the fucking bullet hole to hold himself in place. Jesus Christ. Some of the shit we've seen in this film, like the survival tactics, fucking biting into people's oxygen supplies and using a bullet hole to stop yourself from being hung. Knowing him, he's probably fallen asleep with the spike in his bullet hole. Fucking knew it. These two pilots are definitely not ready for his level of training. They probably wouldn't even be able to kill the dog, and it looks like a fucking sheep. Forehead first on the cement brick, that could be instant death. Brick to the head will do it. Why is he not killing him straight away? Does he want to use the plane? It looks like it. He's bringing the gold as well. Given his skill set, he probably can also fly a plane, but perhaps that's why he's keeping the pilot alive. Maybe he needs him to fly it. Ah, these wounds look so realistic. Shit. More survival shit I've never seen before, making makeshift stitches with little bits of wire. That'll certainly stop it getting infected. I hope the dog will be alright while he's gone. Looks like he crash landed it straight into the road. He did use the pilot, that makes sense.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Oh, now you want to go. I think you've taken it a little bit too far at this point, mate.
He's back.
She looks like she knows about him.
He won't give up. He'll just keep coming back.
Oh, this is the ultimate, that fucking nobody is John Wick speech, isn't it?
This is not about who's the strongest. This is about not giving up. And he won't.
Oh, I love speeches like this in action movies. It makes the protagonist so foreboding. At least one of them had to get hit by the tank. I've just realised, he hasn't really even had his hands on a gun in this movie yet. Like, he grabbed one for a second earlier on, but aside from that, he's pretty much not used a gun at all. If this is what he's like unarmed, imagine him with a firearm. Oh fuck, it's like the T-1000 in Terminator 2 in the elevator. Yes, I like how this woman's just instantly on Team Sisu as well. That's the team name. I know the guy's not Sisu, he's the prospector. He does have a name, I've forgotten it. I think it was Artem or something. But yeah, we're Team Sisu. I was just oblivious. Absolutely legendary sneak attack.
We are almost there. Step on it.
This guy has turned into the ultimate coward now. He's not even leaving his tank. He knows he's fucked. The pickaxe has finally come into play as an offensive weapon. It would have been a bit overkill that being like his weapon throughout the whole film, but the fact they've used it sparingly, it makes it like another part of his arsenal. It's his trademark weapon, I would say. Ah, shit! That was so brutal. He's like Michael Myers. He literally had 2 machine guns, 1 a mounted artillery one, and they still were like, fuck this, I'm not risking it with this dude and his pickaxe, have our motorcycle. Oh look, it's the guy that's been calling these women bitches the entire film, by himself unarmed. Hope nothing bad happens to the dude. Oh look, it's all the women he was calling bitches with machine guns. Hope nothing bad happens to the dude. Sounded like something bad might have happened to the dude. Hope he's okay. You don't think they might have killed him, do you? That would be terrible. Why did he just shoot his tank operator? I genuinely do not understand the motivation for that unless it's only a 2-man plane. Either way, he ain't getting away on that plane. There's a good shot with one hand on a motorcycle as well. That is that pilot dead. He is an absolute maniac of a hero. I love this character. So he's now hanging onto the bottom of the aeroplane with his pickaxe. This is insanity. We're definitely getting an explosive finish. Time for the final showdown, here we go. This guy's still got a little bit of confidence. Again, as the woman said though, it's not about who's stronger, a better fighter. He is just never say die. Inconquerable. Because this guy looks like he might actually be a better fist fighter than the Prospector. But the thing is, the Prospector just will never stay down unless you actually kill him. And he's so hard to actually kill. That is a nasty weapon. Fuck! You just would not want hit in the face with this thing. It wouldn't kill you or knock you out, but it would just hurt like fucking slice your face up. This bomb is getting detonated. There is no way these guys get away with this. Oh, even better. That is even better than the plane blowing up. That was legendary. And the Prospector survived. I was expecting him to die at the end of this film. Bring on a fucking sequel. Oh no, please tell me he can fly planes. Oh my god, he just strapped himself in and took that impact. Now, if it was any other character, I would say no way they've survived that. But this guy has probably survived that. Of course he fucking survived. He's the immortal. He has killed every single Nazi who at the start of the film were opposing him. This is him home free. In the sequel, he will be killing people with a golden pickaxe, with a leather-bound handle made of 100% pure Nazi skin. Not your typical bank goer, but he's probably now richer than every other person in this room, so they can all go fuck themselves with their fancy suits and hats. There's probably some smart person out there who can tell me in an estimate how much gold he has, basically. I want to know how rich he's got. It looks like a lot. Okay, and that was Sisu, and I will be back in just a minute with my thoughts on that. So, Sisu, what did I think of that? Well, first of all, I just want to talk about the acting and the directing. I thought this was so beautifully filmed. All the cinematography, the way the shots were set up and everything like that was just A-grade. Everything looked amazing on screen, and that is obviously the job of the director of photography, so whoever was doing that absolutely killed it. And even though I hadn't seen any of the actors in anything before, I thought they all did a great job. The guy that was playing the prospector was brilliant. The evil Nazi commander was brilliant. Everybody did an excellent job in their roles. But of course this was all about the action, and I think in an action film a simple plot really helps because it allows you to go to the next fight sequence without having to rush a bunch of other things to further a more complex plot. Not that that can't work, but when plots are simple, like a SWAT team has to get from the bottom of the building to the top, or a man with gold has to travel across a war zone, these are things that are so simple to follow. It allows you to fully immerse yourself in the action instead of playing detective like some films make you do, or being a bit confused about a very complex plot like some films make you do. And unfortunately, the action genre is not void of these things. Like with action films, not that you should have a dumb plot, you can have a very intelligent plot and make a great action film like Terminator 2, but they didn't muddy it. And this film was exactly the same. The plot was great because it was fresh and original, but it wasn't overly complex to detract your attention in any way, trying to figure things out or anything like that. It was this guy, his family has been killed, he has found gold, he just wants to deposit his gold, and these motherfuckers are trying to rob him of his gold. He needs to get it back and kill them all. And from that, what this is truly about is the cleverness of the action set pieces, but to me, this film gets maybe like a B for the actual choreography of the action. The action was good, and there was a lot of cool things that happened, but it just wasn't the style of action choreography that I would give an A grade to, if that makes sense. But what this does get an A grade in its ingenuity, showing us survival tactics and little things he's doing to get one up on people and skills he has that other people don't have. The way he was feeding off human oxygen supplies to stay underwater for longer, or throwing the rock at the mine, putting his bullet hole in a metal spike to stop himself from hanging. All these little things made it incredible to me. So usually when I think of great action films, I think of individual fight sequences which were brilliantly choreographed, with no cheesy shit, and it's really hard to choreograph a fresh fight scene which doesn't repeat itself while trying new things, and one of them new things just not working and coming across as cheesy. It happens in a lot of action fight sequences in my opinion. But yeah, this action was just brutal and to the point, but to me it was more about the way he was surviving in between those sequences. Almost like First Blood. It's not about the moments when he's shooting the soldiers or the police up, it's about the moments when he's in the cave figuring shit out, healing his wounds and things. And I also just want to say, I think it's pretty incredible. I don't know if this film was made by a Finnish movie team or what the budget was. I don't know anything about the background of this film, but whoever directed it and whoever put this together, it's up there with all its Hollywood counterparts. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I will definitely watch this again. In fact, probably this week, because I will be taking this round to my friend's house to show them it. So that's when you know it has been a film I have enjoyed, and I hope you guys have enjoyed watching my reaction to it. If you've liked this video, click like, subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this, ring the bell to be notified as to when they drop. If there's anything you want to talk about, comment down below, and share this around to anyone you think might appreciate it or want to watch these reactions along with us. My Patreon link is down in the description. If you become a patron, you get access to my blog, you get access to these reactions I put on YouTube a month and a half in advance, and you also get access to full-length versions of everything I react to. So consider becoming a patron, it helps me and my channel out so much, and until next time, I have been BA, peace.